ChatGPT versus ChatGPT-3. What's the difference? Are you curious about the differences between ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3? In this video, we'll explore what ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3 are, how similar they are, and what sets them apart. We'll also examine their impact on natural language processing, NLP, potential use cases, limitations, ethical concerns, and future directions. What are ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3? Have you heard of ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3? They're like the superheroes of language models, capable of generating text that's so realistic you might mistake it for human written content. These models are equipped with the latest and greatest AI technology, using deep learning to analyze patterns in data and learn from it, just like how you learn from your mistakes. ChatGPT-3 is the largest and most powerful version of this language model, with a whopping 175 billion parameters. That's like having the brains of 175 billion people all working together to generate complex and coherent text, including essays, stories, and even computer code. With such a massive brain power, it's no surprise that ChatGPT-3 can generate text that's contextually relevant to the input it receives. For example, if you give ChatGPT a prompt about a topic, it will churn out text that's related to that topic, just like how your brain makes connections when you think about something. That's why these language models are so useful for chatbots, virtual assistants, and content creation. It's like having a personal writing assistant at your fingertips. But hey, let's not forget that ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3 are not perfect. They can still make mistakes, and there are limitations to the type of text they can generate. After all, they're only as good as the data they're trained on. But with AI technology constantly evolving, we can expect language models like ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3 to become even more powerful and useful in the future. Who knows, maybe they'll even be writing their own jokes and puns soon. Similarities between ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3. You want to know more about the similarities between ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3? Well, buckle up because here we go. First of all, both of these language models use the same transformer architecture, which is a type of neural network that's especially good at processing sequences of data, like sentences or paragraphs. This architecture allows the models to analyze and understand the context and meaning of the text, so they can generate more natural and realistic responses. Secondly, both ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3 generate text in a similar way. They start with an initial prompt or input, then use that to generate more text that's related to the original input. This process is called auto-regression, and it's what allows the models to generate coherent and contextually relevant text. Finally, both ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3 are capable of completing text prompts and answering questions. For example, if you give them a partial sentence, they can generate the rest of the sentence for you. Or if you ask them a question, they can give you a relevant and informative answer. This makes them incredibly useful for a wide range of applications, from customer service chatbots to educational resources. So there you have it. Despite their differences in size and power, ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3 share many similarities that make them incredibly effective at generating realistic and contextually relevant text. Differences between ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3. One of the biggest differences between these models is their size. ChatGPT-3 is significantly larger than ChatGPT, with 175 billion parameters compared to ChatGPT's 1.5 billion parameters. This massive increase in size gives ChatGPT-3 an enormous amount of processing power, which allows it to generate longer and more complex pieces of text. In fact, ChatGPT-3 can generate entire articles or even short stories with remarkable fluency and coherence. Another important difference between these models is their accuracy and versatility. Because of its larger size and more advanced training algorithms, ChatGPT-3 is able to complete a wider range of tasks than ChatGPT. For example, ChatGPT-3 can translate text between languages, summarize long documents, and even generate computer code. It's also able to recognize and understand more complex language patterns, making it better at responding to more difficult prompts. Of course, there are also some limitations to ChatGPT-3. Despite its impressive size and accuracy, it's not perfect, and it could still generate nonsensical or irrelevant text in some situations. It also requires a significant amount of computational resources to run, which means it may not be practical for all applications. Overall, while ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3 share many similarities, their differences in size and capability make them suitable for different tasks and use cases. ChatGPT may be a better choice for simpler tasks like generating short responses to customer inquiries, while ChatGPT-3 may be more useful for generating longer and more complex pieces of content like articles or product descriptions. Impact of ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3 on NLP. It looks like you're curious about the fascinating world of natural language processing, NLP. Well, let me tell you, ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3 have certainly made an impression in this field. These language models are like the superstars of NLP. They've shown us what's possible with deep learning algorithms and their ability to learn and generate text that's almost indistinguishable from human writing. Thanks to ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3, we've seen the development of new and exciting applications for NLP. Chatbots and virtual assistants, for example, are becoming more and more intelligent and natural sounding. Soon enough, we might even forget that we're talking to a computer instead of a human being. But like with all great technologies, there are also some ethical concerns to consider. We need to make sure that these language models are being developed responsibly and ethically. There's a risk that they could generate biased or harmful content, either intentionally or unintentionally. To address these concerns, researchers are working to make language models more transparent and interpretable. We want to know how these models are making decisions and be able to detect and correct biases or errors. Additionally, we're exploring ways to incorporate ethical considerations into the development of these models, like involving diverse groups of people in the training process or developing tools that can detect and mitigate harmful content. Overall, ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3 have made a huge impact on the field of NLP, and they're sure to continue shaping it in important ways. As researchers and developers continue to improve and refine these technologies, we can look forward to a future where language models make our lives even easier and more efficient. Just be sure to keep an eye out for any rogue AI-generated text. You never know what they might say. Use cases for ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3. Did you know that ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3 can do more than just chat with you? These language models can also give you personalized content recommendations based on your online activity. It's like having your own personal content curator that knows your interests better than your BFF. But wait, there's more. ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3 can also be used in the classroom. If you're struggling to keep up with a textbook, these models can summarize the material for you and answer any questions you have. They can even help you learn a new language. And if you thought that was impressive, these models are also making waves in the healthcare industry. By analyzing medical records, they can help identify patterns and make diagnoses. Plus, they can provide personalized health recommendations to help you live your best life. Overall, the possibilities are endless with ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3. Who knows what else these models will be able to do in the future? Maybe they'll even help you plan your next vacation or write a best-selling novel. Limitations and ethical concerns. ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3 are pretty cool, but they're not perfect. Like any powerful tool, they come with some limitations and ethical concerns that need to be addressed. For starters, these models can generate some pretty biased and offensive content if they're not properly trained. Nobody wants an AI-generated text that's downright offensive. And let's not forget that these models can also be used to spread misinformation and propaganda, which is a huge concern in today's world. What's more, the environmental impact of training these models can be pretty significant. We're talking about a lot of computing power and energy here. And if the training data is skewed in favor of one demographic group, these models can perpetuate and amplify existing biases and inequalities. And let's not forget about the potential for these models to be used for malicious purposes. With the technology getting more and more advanced, it's becoming increasingly difficult to distinguish between AI-generated content and content created by humans. Who knows what kind of fake news or impersonations could be lurking out there? But never fear, researchers and developers are working to address these limitations and ethical concerns by creating more responsible and transparent AI technologies. They're implementing measures to detect and correct biases, developing guidelines for the responsible use of AI-generated content, and finding ways to reduce the environmental impact of training these models. So, while ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3 are certainly exciting, we want to keep these limitations and ethical concerns in mind to ensure that they're developed and used in a responsible and ethical manner. Future directions. With AI technology continuing to advance, we may soon see language models teaming up with other AI technologies like computer vision and robotics. That means we could have some seriously advanced AI systems on our hands, capable of interacting with humans in ways we never thought possible. One area where language models are poised to make a big impact is natural language understanding. That means AI systems that can really get what we're saying, even when we're being super subtle or nuanced. It's a tall order, but with the advancements we've already seen, we're getting closer and closer to achieving true natural language understanding. But wait, there's more. Imagine if we had virtual assistants that were more like human companions. Ones that could hold meaningful conversations with us, offer personalized support and guidance, and just generally make us feel a little less alone in this world. That's the kind of future we're looking at, folks. Of course, we can't forget about the ethical implications of all this tech. We need to work hard to make sure that language models and other AI technologies are developed and used responsibly, with an eye towards benefiting society as a whole. But with all the exciting possibilities on the horizon, we're definitely feeling pretty optimistic about the future of language processing and NLP. So that's it for our comparison of ChatGPT and ChatGPT-3. What do you think about these language models? Do you have any questions or comments? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.